Lock it in and rip the knob off. You're tuned in to the #1 show on the planet. The Heffron and Reap Show.
Ah, yeah. Welcome to the Heffron and Reap Show. I'm John Heffron, the John Heffron part of the Heffron and Reap Show. John Reap is the Reap of the Heffron and Reap Show. Just two comics doing a podcast without drama. Seems like a lot of the younger comics, a lot of drama in the comedy world. A lot of people saying stuff about other people. Seems exhausting. Anyway, I'm an adult. That's why I got no beefs with nobody. Except for the makers of bottom drawer refrigerators. I have a huge problem with them. I think they're maybe one of the dumbest things ever. If you're in the market for getting a refrigerator and you're like, oh, look how nice this drawer is, it doesn't work because you're going to throw popsicles in there, you're going to throw bagel bites, and then you're going to go try to close that door, and it's just going to crush it. It's going to bust up the boxes. So refrigerators with bottom drawers, that's who I have a beef with. But this guy I'm about to bring on, I don't have beef with him at all. He's the co-host of this, also the host of the very popular Country-ish podcast. You know, people in his Hickory know this guy. He was going to be mayor of Hickory. Just some shady property lines were drawn. Some shady mayor there in Hickory. Let's bring up John Reap if we could.
Yeah, buddy. That's true.
Yeah.
I agree with all of that. Question about the bottom drawer.
Yeah.
Are you saying the freezer? Or are you saying a drawer within the fridge?
Yeah, we have a refrigerator that you open two doors, and there's a bottom drawer that is the freezer part, and it's horrible.
I agree.
And I want to replace it immediately. It's so dumb.
We have one in my house. I can't stand it. Anytime you want to get ice out of that thing, there's no way to do it quietly. Even when it makes ice, it's loud. But then when you just go get the ice, you got to bend down. You got to scoop it up with a thing, put it. I mean, what was wrong with what we had?
Yeah, it should be two drawers.
The top drawer was fine. Well, the two drawers with the side freezer, I think, is fine. You know.
Yeah, side freezer works.
It's tough.
It's not the bottom drawer. That's
What's
dumb.
the perfect design for you, John Heffron?
I think it should be like a refrigerator vending machine where you load it all up in each little space. Let's say a bagel bites as a bag. That goes in a thing, and then you just type in maybe the number you want, and then it gives you that product.
Okay.
So it's a little bit of loading up.
Yeah.
But it makes it cooler when you know,
when
you're hitting the buttons.
How organized is your fridge? I bet you it's pretty organized.
It's gross.
Because of your wife, though. No?
Yeah, no, we've been traveling a lot. It's gross. And refrigerators gross me out a little bit. Like if you go to stay at somebody's house and they're like going to the fridge, if the refrigerator's all miyaki, like if I see a lot of tinfoil in a refrigerator, I think it's gross.
Yeah.
Even I'm just like, I kind of don't want anything from here. It needs to be kind of wiped down and clean. Ours is all over the place.
It's tough, isn't it? Because if something spills or leaks in there, then it gets congealed to the shelf and it's hard to scrub off. It's a pain in the butt. I think the perfect fridge, I like a lot of these new ones where it's almost like a convenience store fridge that you can see through it, right?
Yeah.
And it's a door that you swing open, swing up. But it gives you – I like looking at what I want to get before I open the door. So if I ever get to the point where I'm getting that, you know, that big mansion lake house one of these days, I'm going to look into a very expensive fridge and a big one. Yeah.
Yeah, I think from all those shows like MTV, whatever, where they showed the super rich people had all the refrigerators like just full of just usually nothing but drinks and food prep food. That's kind of like in my head, like how I want to live. But that's not true.
Yeah.
Like,
you know what?
Like if you go my drawer, you open it, there's old Taco Bell things, some Arby's sauce, some loose peanut M&Ms. You know, it kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually have a small fridge in my room.
Yeah, we want to get that. Like a bar cart is, we always say, because we have to go up our stairs, and then once you're in the bedroom, if you want anything downstairs, you got to walk all the way downstairs and go get anything. Yeah. So I told Michelle, we need a bar cart like at a hotel where it's just sitting right here. We got little baby snacks, we got bottles of water. There's two little things of booze. In case you want a little nightcap, but you don't feel like going downstairs.
Exactly. I have that now. And when I lived in L.A., I had that, and I had a coffee machine up there, too. So I didn't even have to go down for much anything unless it was like, you know, if I want to have one of those days where I'm like, I'm not leaving this room, I could do it. John, good to see you. How was your weekend? Let's talk about other things.
The weekend, what I do, we went on a boat because it was so nice here in Michigan. I had friends of ours say we're going on the lake. So we jumped around the lake. It's Michigan. It's 85 degrees. We try to steal as many hot days outside as humanly possible because it's going to end at any time. Some other boat came over and they said, hey, want some Kentucky Fried Chicken? And they handed buckets of chicken. And then another boat said, we got some pizza. So we were eating chicken and pizza off of random people's boats. I put stickers. I have John Heffron stickers. I put them on all the bridges. Like as your boat goes under, I reached up and slapped big old John Heffron. I tried organizing my garage because it's going to get cold soon. So trying to like go in there and clean it up before it gets too cold. And I found a Palm Pilot. I left it outside. I'd show.
Wow.
Or I should tell you. I found a Palm
Pilot. I haven't heard that in a long time. Yeah.
Yeah. I found my BlackBerry. I found it like an original cell phone, mini discs. So now I have a mini disc player because I probably have hundreds of shows ported onto mini disc.
Yeah.
I have shows that it said from like 2003.
Yeah. I mean, what are you going to do with it? I mean, there's no way that you're going to sit down and listen to all that, is there? I mean, are you going to do that? Oh, you got to find a way to play it.
Well, I have a way to play it. I can play the mini discs on the mini disc player and just put it in headphones.
Oh, all right. What about, okay, so I wonder if you can get that, now that you're ramping up your social media. Like I know we were talking, you told me that you're getting into it. You're going to wake up your YouTube, wake up your Instagram, wake up your all of it. You're putting out a lot of stuff. And I know you shot a new special I want to hear about. But I think this might be something. And someone sent me an email. Now I got to go dig into this, and I'll forward it to you, asking me if I wanted any of my bits to be cartoonized or whatever, made into a cartoon, which is what I've been trying to do for a long time. But I've always been told that it's too long. My bits are too long, and it would be too expensive. But now this other person, it looks like another company out of like some other country, is doing this with certain artists. I'll send it to you because I feel like if you have all that audio with no video, maybe there's something that they might be sitting on something there.
I also hold on, I'm reaching for it. On these. Did you have a reoccurring gift you got your parents like when you were a kid? Like every year, if it was their birthday, you got your mom or your dad a certain thing. Like you ran with something for a while.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Not really. Just Father's Day, maybe socks or a tie. That was the same crap over and over again.
So I was going through. I had one box left over from me getting rid of all my mom's stuff.
Okay.
And then I found a box of these. So, dude, I would save up for these. I would do stuff for money. And there was a store at the mall called Pewter Plus. It was a store just of nothing. Everything was made of pewter.
That's one of my Patreon levels. You know, you got Pewter? Yeah, Pewter Plus is one of the levels you can reach for like $50 a month. You're Pewter Plus.
And my mom told me that pewters is like super collectible. It's like gold. It's like nickel or whatever. So the first gift I got my mom, I went and I saved. And I don't remember how much these were, but they were enough to make me broke as a joke to buy it. So for one of her birthdays, she got this.
Oh, it's a moose with antlers.
Moose, just a pewter moose.
Okay.
And now I just think of her as a mom, and her little son just has one little box, because this was it. I didn't like bring it with also here's some new clothes or whatever. This is so my mom had to fake being aided from getting a moose that has no, we don't live in Canada. We're Michigan. We're not even the Michigan moose. Okay. So then her overzealous excitement and what a good purchase it was, because these are going to be worth something someday. Here's what I got her the next year. And I must have did some type of landscaping or something. Keep in mind, I was a super little kid. Then I got her a pewter.
Oh, wow.
Koala bear.
Yeah. You stepped it up. That's a lot more material.
You're looking at that right now. Like, how much money do you think that thing's worth? We should.
That's solid pewter.
Solid pewter. What is that? What are those called? What kind of?
That's a koala bear. Yeah.
I should have looked this up. The price. I should have looked up the price of that.
Is it heavy?
I mean, it's super heavy. It's super heavy. So I mean, look at that. That's 2 years in a row. She got that right there. She was forced to put that on the kitchen table.
You went full on pewter for a while, and I wonder what kind of metal is that? Is that like a? I forgot what pewter is.
Handcrafted pewter, and then I got another one for the emotional thing. I got a little kid crying. Oh, Christopher Robin.
Oh, it's Winnie the Pooh, or it's like a.
It's not really, but it's just a creepy kid holding a bear.
Okay. Holding a little teddy bear, and he's crying. He's got one hand on his eye, the other hand he's got holding a teddy bear. Wow.
He got a little flap. Look at that
he's
detail.
Got the little long johns with the flap.
These are 3 years in a row, dude. This is so far now. This is 3 to birthdays for her or Christmases.
Now, how old were you?
And then for some reason, it had to have been like elementary school.
7, 8, 9, 10.
Yeah, and then lastly, I got her a pewter, just a kid thinking, just a kid thinking about why did I spend all my money on pewter?
Wow!
Right there.
I'm going to
now I have these in my office.
I'm going to type in.
We'll have to look up.
Pewter?
Yeah.
What is
look
pewter?
up the value of pewter. Or pewter
How do you spell
figurines.
pewter? How do you spell pewter?
Pewter.
Pewter. That's a funny
here.
word.
This is made in America. Okay, this ain't no pewter. This ain't no crime boy with a stuffed animal.
All right,
come over here from China. This is American.
I got what it is. Pewter is a malleable metal alloy consisting of tin. It's like 85 to 99% tin, about 5 to 10% antimony, whatever that is, 2% copper. Sometimes it's brushed with silver. The copper and antimony is lead. It acts as a hardener. Pewter has a low melting point, and I don't know how much is pewter worth. I'm gonna type in
go on
pewter
eBay.
valuable. Yeah.
Go on eBay and type pewter koala bear to see what happens. It's heavy. You've been holding this up.
Okay, so 1 ounce. Hang on. How much is it? 1 ounce. Oh, I don't want pounds. I want dollars. Wait a second. That's not.
They hold smoke because I smell my mom's old cigarettes off those things. So.
Oh, really?
That's another thing pewter does.
Pewter is generally worth around $4 per pound at scrap yards. Okay. So, it's not one of those precious metals. It's precious, but it's not precious. You know what I mean?
Those were in a box. They got taken from Michigan, shipped to Los Angeles, put in storage for over 10 years, put into another box, shipped back to Michigan, ended up in my garage. So just think of the travel those 4 pieces have made.
You can't throw them away.
Well, they're sitting right there. They're in my office now.
This is a gift that you gave to your mom that she kept because her boy gave it to her. It's like a memory you have, and now it is on you. John, I got it, dude. This is going to make you another cool grandpa.
Okay.
You got to re-gift it in the name of your mother.
Give it to somebody else?
Well, someone in the family, though. So it stays in the family, but, it's going to be a gift from their grandpa. Or maybe yours, I forgot, your sister has kids, right?
Yeah.
Maybe it's you give it to your sister's kids. It comes from Uncle John.
So I'm going to show you this gift.
Yeah.
So my stepdaughter, adult, I can't really, you don't really call them step kids because they're adults.
Yeah.
My wife's daughter.
Yep.
Had a birthday. So let me tell you what we got her. So she turned 30. So I'm giving her, dude. That's my superpower that I have. If it's somebody's birthday or something, I can help. I can help bring. We got to have that as a segment. Like people can write in. They're looking for a gift for somebody. What? So we eBayed her a book called Barney Reads Mother Goose.
Okay.
Right. So let me try to attach this. So Barney Reads Mother Goose. Right. And a normal person would be like, "Oh, that's a cute book." Her mom read that to her when she was a kid. So and now she's got kids. It's a good. So I find it on eBay, and I send it to her. Okay. Then here's where he takes it to the next level, bro. Here's where it gets to the next level. I did a video, and I said, okay, go open your gift from that we sent you. Hit pause on this video. Come back and hit play. Okay. And then we had this.
It's Bob West. How are you? Hey, I'm not even sure if you know who I am, but I was told that you've got a birthday coming up, and you and I have a very close personal friend in common by the name of Barney. Hi there. How are you, Mariah? It's great to see you. How have you been? Oh my goodness, I hear all sorts of great things about you. Amazing. You're turning 30 years old? Wow. You're still stupendous.
Wow.
So it goes on and he sings I Love You. That's the real Barney's voice.
That's the real voice of Barney doing a cameo for your stepdaughter's 30th birthday.
Yeah.
Wow.
And she loved it. Wow. 50% cheaper than what I charge.
No kidding. Now, I did notice he didn't say Barney because he probably doesn't own that character, but he held up a toy Barney.
He held up a Barney
in front of him.
And then at the end, he goes,
that's pretty
he
cool,
sings.
Oh, my goodness. Well, I hope you have
Watch this.
All right. Well, you have a great birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. And remember, I love you. You love me. We're a happy family.
So
he went on for a minute. That's a long one.
He did a good one, dude. And for what he charges, I was like, this is the exact gift everybody should get everybody. You go on eBay, you buy this one book, right? And then you do that, the same video that I did. I asked him if he would be on our podcast, and he I think we got denied from Barney. Yeah. We asked him, and he said, give me the link so I can see if your guys' podcast is a fit.
Yeah.
He doesn't know what we talked about on here. And I told him, I go, well, we're clean. It's not, we'd actually probably sell your cameos. We could probably blow it up. We're like that exact age. Everybody that listens to our podcast probably has kids that grew up with you.
Yeah.
And then he said he'd get back to us. So I try booking a guest.
It's not over. We'll see what happens. Well, that's great. What a great gift that was. I'm sure that made her very happy. I just bought a gift for. I'm engaged to be married, and my stepdaughter future stepdaughter is 16. And I've been doing these, like, I try to get little souvenirs of places I go, right? Like, especially if you're at a comedy club and they have their own T-shirts that they sell. That's an easy one, right?
Yeah.
I know the size. Right. I just get me a medium or small of that.
People
and
like
now
swag.
She has a shirt that says, "Oh, look, Funny Bone in Toledo," or whatever. Something that a normal 16-year-old would not have. It's unique and different. But I was in Fort Myers, Florida, and she's also a lifeguard at a golf course, pool place, the pool at a golf course, country club. Mm-hmm. And so I got her, and there's tons of lifeguard stuff in Fort Myers. It's a beach town. So I got this really, really cool hoodie, long sleeve, zip up lifeguard thing. It says Fort Myers Lifeguard on it, and it's like the ones that you would see like on a California beach where it could get chilly at night, but you're yeah. So I thought that was a good gift. You're a good gift giver. Look at us. We're amazing gift givers. Now, John, there was a thing that you posted of me, you, and Reno. Let's talk about this.
We put it on my Facebook page. Yeah. You go to facebook.com/John Heffron. It's there.
Yeah. The verified one.
And I don't know how you can.
No, I sent it to Alan.
Okay.
There it is. So I sent this to Alan because this is what's on your Facebook page.
And I said we need a movie plot for this pick with John Reap and Reno Collier. Let me read some of what people are saying. Like, what do you think when you see that? See, I immediately thought we were lifelong friends, but I'm a builder and developer, and I want to put a Nordstrom's rack in where Reno's karate thing is.
Oh, that's good. That's really good.
And you've been like you're a pilot, so you kind of left the hometown. So you're kind of like you don't know how this town works anymore. Like you both have old ways of thinking about things. I went away to college and I came back a builder, and Reno has 11 kids that he trains. It's not worth it. That strip mall is going to be torn down. We're putting in a Nordstrom's rack. And you happen to be having a layover in that city, and you meet us all for drinks. That's as far as I got.
It's tough. It's a tough connection because you've got, like, on the left, me and you, I can see us being friends. All right? And then you've got randomly, like, karate, like, sensei.
Yeah.
He almost doesn't fit in with the other two jobs. I'm looking at like I'm the Catch Me If You Can, like I'm Leonardo DiCaprio's character from Catch Me If You Can. I'm not a real pilot, okay?
Right.
I'm pretending to be a pilot and you're pretending to be an engineer.
Maybe like three of us. Yeah, we all are like. Man, Reno's got a wedding ring on, but in the movie. We've lied to everybody on like Tinder dates, what we really do, and we're having a big 3-person date, but we've lied to all the girls about what we do for a living.
Right.
Okay, that's a stretch. Okay, people are saying called Flying High with a big pot leaf on the cover. I see ghosts in the windows. I don't know what that is.
Ian Scott said, "Fight or flight? This building is being finished." Now, I like the fight or flight because I'm a flight. I'm the pilot. Fight. There's Reno, but we got to figure out what's a good F word that would go with an engineer. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and Brent Blakely said 3 lovable goofballs lost their jobs during COVID. Now they use their skills to organize a heist. Reap is the driver, Heffron the planner, and Reno is the weapons tech guy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so if you look deeper in the pictures, we all look kind of shady. So maybe we thought that this is how we're going to get past the front desk person.
Yeah. Yeah. It's tough because, dude, if it was
it's not an easy one.
No, it's not an easy one. It doesn't just roll off the tongue. A pilot, an architect, and a sensei walk into a bar. Maybe that's maybe this is the beginning of a joke, and someone has to write the punchline. A pilot, an engineer, or an architect. Is he an engineer or an architect? That's an architect, right?
Yeah. Oh, man. Tony says a bunch of stuff. He says a pilot who is afraid to fly, a builder who enjoys blowing things up, and a kung fu master who can fight only his fingers because he has no flexibility. That's funny. They're out to save the world in this madcap, fast-paced caper about romance, espionage, and intrigue. Our three heroes love a set of female triplets no one can tell apart. They're up against the evil secrets of the world society that's so secret even their own members don't know the name, and the clock is ticking. Who will get the girl? Stop the plot, find the treasure, save the world. Triple sons of different mothers.
Wow. Someone went deep on that. Who was that?
Let's shout out to Tony.
Okay.
Somebody
David
says, dude,
Porter,
where's my car 3?
Right. David Porter says, karate pilot contractor versus contractor karate pilot. I don't know which is better. Well, I love this because, yeah, go ahead.
I just ran Kelly PX. 3 husbands surviving marriages during a midlife crisis. John Reap also dodging temptations on his world travels. The flight attendants, the passengers, and all those in between his destinations. Reno Collier is a struggling taekwondo instructor following his passion, but coming up short because his wife's expectations. But he's the best dad ever. Then there's John Heffron. He has it all. You stop right there. Happy wife, happy family. Good job, good looks, plenty of money. But he has missed his calling. Being an architect is great, but there's just something missing. Maybe a cape. Yeah, these people are. Yeah.
I gotta.
But those are the nice things.
Those are cool. I gotta Google like architect, engineer words, things, and then I could come up with something that rhymes. Because I like to fight. I like to flight. We could put height in there, like because you build tall buildings.
Here's where people put a lot of thought into stuff. I posted something today, just to post. I'm just grabbing new pictures of me. I steal from myself online, and it's me, literally at the Just for Laughs with the Muppet Show, and I just posted it because it's a different picture than people have seen. And my one friend says in a suit, and somebody says nice threads. Listen to this guy, dude. Okay. You look like a disgraced televangelist who is making a vague, empty non-apology for some undisclosed indiscretions, trying to stay ahead of what is definitely in your way.
That is hilarious. I mean, he's not talking about you. He's just talking about what the image kind of looks like. And as he said that, I saw it. It's funny. I mean, he's not being personal. He's just saying, what does this image make me think of? Maybe he's not used to seeing you in a suit. But, it's the way you're holding your hands.
How I felt.
It's
the way you're funny is I took the background out of that picture and the microphone disappeared. But that's weird. Like, I don't know how I'd ever stop and cross my hands like that when I'm in front of 5,000 people. Because that's at a Just for Laughs gala.
Wow.
So
it does look like
that's
some sort of an apologetic sort of posture. That's funny.
That was one of the worst shows ever. Yeah,
really.
Yeah, that is good.
The Muppets.
The Muppet one I told you about that when the door didn't open and nobody laughed or clapped, and I yelled at all 5,000 people. Yeah.
Hey, how was your thing in DC?
I talked about that yet? No, because shot the thing in DC went well. But next week, the 28th, I have an announcement. I found because right now you can't find any of my albums anywhere, and I got in trouble for having an opinion on it. So I'll say that I was told I'm not doing any good having an opinion or being mad about it. Whatever.
That sucks.
you can't get a lot of my stuff online right now, but I happen to find a full hour of video of when I recorded my last album. So it's a really good album, and I have the full hour of me on stage actually performing. And we took the audio from that and turned it into my album episodes. And I'm just going to air that on my YouTube page next week.
Oh.
So it's not a special, it's from a year or two ago. It's just a full, just like you're watching a special. And if you go to YouTube / comedian John Heffron, that'll be my page. And if you subscribe and hit the notification button, you will know when it's out. I need people to watch it on my YouTube page because my YouTube page sucks, but it's a super, super funny hour. And you can see me bounce around and be goofy, which is also always better than just listening to my nasal laugh. So that's next week will be Thursday. If you follow me on any of my social media stuff, you're going to see stuff for it. But if you want, just go to youtube.com/comedian John Heffron and just hit subscribe and then watch it at your leisure.
Question. Why are you doing all of it at one time? I mean, I thought I heard you say you were going to do it bit like chunks.
I also have chunks, so I'll also put a lot of it out as clips and as reels. But I also realized there's no long form. If everyone want to see who I am as a comic, there's nothing online.
Yeah.
So I don't care anymore.
So you're basically doing both. You're gonna, if you want to watch just one bit, you can, because that'll be on your reels or your shorts or whatever.
But if you want the full experience of what comedy is and watch a full hour, right? Because there's a lot of YouTube clip people that are really funny for 15 seconds, but boy, you're going to be bored when you spend $50 to go see them live because that's all they have is 15 to 20 seconds. Yeah. So this is just a full hour at a great club at Comedy Works. It's good, but go to youtube.com/comedian John Heffron and subscribe. And I'll remind everybody, it's going to be next Thursday.
I am in Washington, D.C. tonight.
Are you going to do anything?
Yeah, I'm doing D.C. Comedy Loft tonight, Friday, and Saturday. Yes. You were just there not long ago. Anything I should know about? I mean, I've been there before, but it's been a long time. They've canceled this gig on me and have scheduled it many times. COVID and everything else.
We did a sprint of. We went up to the Capitol and we kind of sprinted all the way down to the White House, and then it's about 6 or 7 miles.
Oh, wait a minute.
Then in the morning.
I'm sorry, John. You were not at DC Comedy Loft. You were at the DC Improv.
I was at the DC Improv.
I'm at the DC Comedy Loft. Gotcha.
Yeah, but if you go down, I would do that beautiful walk. Go to the World War II Memorial, the Vietnam Memorial. Go say what up to Lincoln. And that's the best way.
Yeah. Good deal.
DC is a great town to perform because everybody's somewhat educated.
Yeah.
In your crowds. So you can get away with a little bit more.
Yeah.
But they're also more woke, so maybe you can't.
Last time I was there, I loved it. It was a good mix of everything. It reminds me of Raleigh, North Carolina. Raleigh's the capital of North Carolina. And so you got a lot of people there for the senators, representatives, all the political type people are there, and they like to have fun in their off time. They like to go out and cut it up and have drinks, Yeah. Watch any Tom Hanks movie where he plays any kind of political dude. He's always got a scotch in his hand and a cigar. They like to cut it up, right? So I like the mix. It's a good mix of those people, and Raleigh also a good mix of just college town. It's a little bit of everything, but looking forward to it. Now I know you got somewhere to be, right? So I'm just playing by ear how much more time you want to do on this episode, because I know you. Yeah,
I got some family stuff I got to do, but I got to show you this. I did it again. I told myself I wouldn't do it, but I'm at that age, dude, where every time I look at myself in the mirror, I'm like, I got to change this. Something's gotta. I'm trying to lift like crazy, but it hurts. I can't lift like what I used to. And then you find yourself on the machines that you saw older people on. Like, yeah, I get it. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, I get it. But I did this to my hair today.
Okay. Yeah. Did you cut it yourself?
No, I dyed it.
Oh. I can't tell. The picture,
no
sadly, it's a little grainy, the picture. Maybe it's just, I can't really tell. You dyed it? Where was the gray? Where did you dye it?
My whole hair's gray. I'm like
all
Anderson Cooper. All of it. So if I was to not keep dyeing it, I would be almost white hair at this point.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, I just never let it get that way.
Wait a minute.
It's salt and pepper like you not believe. So one day you will see me and I won't pay for this and you'll be like, whoa, you've had a tough week.
So here's the thing, right? Now listen, I got some gray coming in here too, right? See in my beard?
Yeah.
See it? Little patches of white. Now, there are times where I do auditions, and I've got this mascara stuff that's the same color as the red part, and I just kind of do like that so you can't see it because I don't like the unsymmetricalness of it. I don't care about the fact that my beard is getting white or gray. I don't like that it's all not one color together and it's not symmetrical, right? So that's what bothers me. And I'll do that sometimes if I have an audition where I'm trying to look younger or look good or whatever. But if I keep doing that and then one day I don't and everything's gray, see, there needs to be a gradual process to get other people, your friends, your family, used to you getting older. And if you don't give them that gradual process and then one day you stop dyeing your hair and it's like full-on brown one day, full-on gray the next. Right?
Can you commit to yes or no to ever getting Botox?
Can I commit to ever not getting it?
Do you have a strong stance?
No.
Will you never get any type of like Botox?
I cannot tell you that I will never not get it.
Okay. So
I'm saying there's a chance I might one day because I have a friend who does Botox, and we did it as a segment on Country-ish where my buddy Mark went and got Brotox, and she put it in his, his forehead.
That's where I want it.
Yeah.
Did he look different? Because I have another friend who has it, and when you talk to him, you're just like, hey, I was at your show. I thought it was really funny.
Yeah.
And you're like, wow. I don't want that.
Here's the problem. You don't want to go overboard. I've seen people we've all seen people go overboard.
Yeah.
And you can tell right away. And here's the problem with it. It might work in that you don't see many wrinkles, but there's no expression. And it kind of makes you look
like
sad or desperate or insecure.
Yeah.
Like you're so afraid of getting old, you're just hanging on, and it looks like, oh, just grow. You've heard it. People say it many times. Just grow old, man. It's okay. But it sucks because you know what you're capable of looking like when you were younger. You're like, and I want to look that way.
Maybe a face tattoo. Maybe we start getting face tattoos at a certain age. Then everybody will be like, look at that guy's face tattoo. They're not going to think, look how old that guy is.
You mean a tattoo of your younger face or a tattoo?
Oh yeah, maybe they can do that. Maybe they could just redraw your old face on you. You know what I mean? Like
they do that now. It's Carrot Top tried to do that. He's got they have mascara tattoos that you can get that it just always is on. You never have to put mascara on. I
might do it. I'm gonna get those shoulder implants. I'm gonna get those. Ever see those guys that pump up? Like it's all fake. Let me do that.
The worst was the biceps one. You could tell because everything else is like, really, dude?
Right.
Does not.
All right, man.
Good.
So you have fun at the Comedy Loft.
Thank you.
Next week, everybody will be in Appleton, Wisconsin. Oh no.
Tell them I said hello. It's been a minute. They need to have me back.
Okay.
And by the way, I was what? What's wrong?
Okay. I put a ticket on hold and I head to the 17th to buy it, and it's now the 19th, so I completely forgot, which means I lost the ticket, and it was the only flight
Ticket for what?
To go to Appleton.
A plane ticket?
Yeah.
Well, it's going to be more expensive now.
Oh, my God. Yeah, okay.
Well, you better get on that, dude.
That's
gonna. Another thing you got to do.
Yeah.
Okay, so Naples wants you. I talked about you in Naples, Off the Hook Comedy Club. When we have more time, I'd like to tell you my adventures. A fight happened. A guy had to get kicked out. A guy came on stage, tried to take the mic out of my hand. It was a whole thing.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Yeah, and he was a ginger. And it was the offer I made. Gingers get in free second show Fridays.
Now you know.
I'm going to keep doing it, though. It's a good gimmick. All right, buddy.
All right, man.
I'll let you wrap it up.
I will see you. I got to go figure out this flight now. I'm totally stressed.
All right. Bye, buddy. Bye, everybody. HeffernandReap.com. Go to HeffernandReap.com.
Since you love the Heffron and Reap Show, please go to iTunes and let them know. Rank the show and leave a comment. We don't care what you write, you know. They Heffron and Reap have low self-esteem. So please validate them by ranking them and making them seen. So no matter